Hey girl, hey, it is Dr. Tasha. Hopefully you're familiar with me, but if you aren't, I am so glad you're tuning in. But I'm about to go in on some people right about now. Y'all know how I get, and I'm in one of my moods. Okay, so first and foremost, to whoever this sister is who is on Instagram lying and actually victimizing people and actually playing on people's insecurities, saying that she can cure herpes, step into my room, sis, because I'm going to drag you like the roadkill that you are. First and foremost, let me explain something to y'all, okay? I know that once you get a herpes diagnosis, you just don't want to see anything else other than a negative. You don't want to deal with it. First of all, go to my video on YouTube, okay, and learn a little bit of something about herpes. But most importantly, when you have the virus, when you have it, baby. When you have it, you have it. Can you come back with a negative blood test? Yes. Why? Because basically, when you think about herpes, I want you to think about virus. I want you to think about Kool-Aid. So, you know, you can have a picture of cherry Kool-Aid. You can have a light picture or you can have a real dark picture. But either way, it's cherry Kool-Aid. What determines how dark one is versus how light one is how much water you put in there, right? Well, same thing when you're dealing with herpes, and whether you have a lot of virus or a little bit of virus, and that is your immune system. So these people, they rig up some, herbal routine or whatever, tell you to drink this kind of water, do this, get some rest. What you're doing is you're boosting up your immune system. When you boost up your immune system, you're then suppressing the herpes. So the blood test, it's a test, okay? It is only going to detect herpes once it gets to a certain amount in your body. So if your immune system has done its big one and it has suppressed the herpes, your test may come back negative because the test can't pick it up. But does it mean that you don't have herpes? No. Your transmission rate is only 5% when you have herpes. It is not like every person that you have sex with, you're going to give herpes to. If you have an outbreak, your transmission rate is still only 15%. It is not to say that you cannot give herpes to somebody if you're not having an outbreak. Of course you can. But the reality is it's not going to be every single person. A healthy person with a healthy immune system should only have 1 to 2 outbreaks in a year. Period. So if you keep your immune system bolstered, if you stay eating healthy foods and taking vitamins and taking your vitamin D and taking your oil of oregano and drinking water and walking and getting rest, sis, your results might come back negative anyway, but it doesn't mean you don't have it. So what happens? 10 years down the line, you're like, well, I cured my herpes ignorantly. And then you're with somebody, you're in a relationship, you done found your Boaz. And now you eating, you on the islands, you luxuriating, you having a Mai Tai every night. And that immune system is a little bit compromised. And boom, that herpes shows positive again. You gonna blame him? Or you gonna blame her? Stop it. So for the people who are putting all this non-medical stuff and being like, oh, doctors just don't want you to know, baby, we don't care. Let me let you know. And y'all know I ride for mine. We don't care. If it's not like it's some big secret we don't want you to know, baby. It's not true. It's a lie. So stop giving these people your money, doing all this kind of crazy stuff for things that now, if you just in a space, you just want to see a negative and you don't care whether it's true or not, you don't care whether you still got it, you just want to see a negative, girl, go ahead, rock out with it. It's your money, girl, rock out. But the reality is, boo, you still have herpes, and it is what it is. And if you want more information on what herpes actually means and the importance and how it plays into your life, go to my YouTube, Dr. Tasha Rogers. I did a whole video on it, like a whole ass video, like a whole video. Like, please, guys, stop getting taken in by the foolishness, okay? Thank you, and I hope you learned something today.